Hey, it's Jessica. I just learned something that I'm incredibly excited about, so I have to share with you guys. It's called eyebrow threading. Now, I've been getting my eyebrows threaded professionally for probably about a year and a half. Started doing it originally because I really liked the shape that I would see people achieve when they got their eyebrows threaded. I have naturally, like, not very thick eyebrows, as you can see. It's hard to get that really nice arch with them, which I still don't really have because they're just not all that thick, and I don't have them drawn in with a Sharpie. So, but yeah, I started doing it because I really liked the shape that people got, and I hated when I would go and get my eyebrows waxed. They seemed to be red for hours, maybe even a day or two after I got it done. Naturally, I don't have skin that's super sensitive, but I just never seem to have excellent results from waxing. I didn't feel like the results lasted that long. I overall just wasn't very impressed with it. So I started getting them threaded, and my first experience with it was, I would say, interesting. The pain level is similar to waxing, but it does last a little bit longer. It's more of a drawn-out process. I found that the second eyebrow tended to hurt a little more than the first, and I really think that it was maybe just because my nerves were a little bit more on edge and alert after having the first one done. But what it does is it allows them to take out a full line of hair by using a thread, and it just gives you a more precise shape to your brow. Rips it out the follicle. The hair doesn't grow back thicker. I personally think it lasts longer. I guess I don't really know the science behind that, because I guess with waxing or threading, you're ripping it out from the follicle. So maybe that's just in my head that I think it lasts longer. But either way, I've always really liked the results. Lately, I've been Miss Procrastination Queen, and even though the place that I go to that threads my eyebrows now is literally like 3 stores away from me in the mall, I just can't seem to find the time to go. I get off work, I want to hurry home. If I'm going into work, I'm probably going in with just enough time to maybe grab a coffee and then clock in. So it just has seemed like impossible for me to find that extra 10 minutes to go in and get them threaded. Yes, that's how lazy I am. I honestly could not just find 10 minutes to go and get them threaded. So instead of taking the 10 minutes to go do it, I have spent a couple of hours and watched YouTube tutorials and learned how to do it myself. So now I'm going to show you guys what I learned. All you need is just regular cotton thread. Don't mind my awful manicure. It's terrible. Yeah, I just had cheap sewing thread. Honest to God, I bought it at Dollar General. There were like 15 colors for $1, and you can't pass that up, whether you know how to sew or not, which I kind of do. So yeah, so I had this laying around. It's the cheapest thread imaginable. Nothing expensive, nothing nice. And I tore off a loop that's probably like, I don't know, I would say 7 inches on each side. The tutorial that I saw said to make it a 24-inch thread, which would give you 12 inches on each side. Awesome math skills right there. My hands are really small though, and I tried it with it that long, and I was like klutzy as fuck trying to do it. So shortened it again, shortened it some more, and I finally realized that this is about the appropriate length that I need to do them for myself. So you could always use whatever length that you see fit, but this is what works for me. Okay, so you take it, and you're going to take not your index finger, but your other 3, your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky. You're going to wrap it around those, and I keep the knot at one end. It will kind of move a little bit as you twirl it, but you're going to have to move it back to where your fingers are, because you don't want that part to be where you're using the thread to thread your eyebrows. Sorry, that'll make a little more sense in a minute. Okay, so you take it, and then you're going to wrap about, I wrapped about 7 times. I don't know how many that was right there. But yeah, you're basically going to make just like a little bow tie. Kind of like when you play like cat's cradle as a child. You're going to make that right there. Okay, so now that you've got that, again, you want to keep your index fingers out. And you're gonna put your thumb in. And I mean, I'm not kidding you. This is like exactly how you play cat's cradle as a child. Okay, so you have it in like that. I'm getting all twisted up and confused. All right, so there we are. All right, so now if I'm doing my left eyebrow, you're gonna want to go in the direction that your hair grows. Obviously, my eyebrow hair on this eyebrow goes that way, so I'm gonna rip it out going that way. Rip it out. That sounds awful. Scary. Okay, so I start with the loop kind of small down by my left hand and larger by my right hand. And I'm not going to be able to show you this in like extreme detail because I just spent how long threading my eyebrows, so there's really nothing left to take. But what you would do is you go right up where you want the hair to go away, and you just open it up. You can actually see, oh, maybe you can't. There are a few hairs in there. I've got a little couple stragglers that didn't come out the first time. So yeah, again, like you just open it up and pull. I haven't yeah, there you go. Ew, gross. I haven't perfected yet how to do it very quickly, which is why it took me so long to do it before. But I mean, practice takes perfect. The longer I do it, the better I'll get at it. And right now I'm just concerned with not ripping out my entire eyebrow and having to draw them in, because that just, nobody looks good with Sharpied eyebrows. I'm sorry. Sorry, not a good look. But yeah, and then now if you were to switch to the other side, and again, I'm keeping that knot where my thread is tied out of the way, because you don't want that to get tangled up in the area that you're using. So again, you just kind of line it up. Like when I was doing it, I was lining the top thread up directly with where I wanted the line of my eyebrow. And then you just kind of hold it in place there and open that one up. It's easier if you make that one. Like I was a little bit too big there with the loop I had by my right hand. It's easier if you make it a little bit bigger, or a little smaller, I mean. Yeah, that's it though. And then to do the top, you know, it's the exact same thing. And open it up. Oh, fuck, I broke it. Alright, so I guess I'm done. Yeah, to do the center, you just angle it downward. I kind of had to do my hand like around my nose and then go down like that. It was a little bit weird. I'm really sad I broke my thread. I guess that's the beauty gods telling me to quit fucking with my eyebrows, because there's not going to be anything left if I keep threading them today. But yeah, that's it. There's tons of YouTube tutorials on how to do this. If you have thicker brows, you can achieve a way better shape than I can, because I've just got little tiny guys. But yeah, the results are great, and even though it's not that expensive to get done professionally, I think the place that I go to charges like $9. I just really like being able to do things like that on my own, so I can be like, haha, bitches, I thread my own eyebrows. It makes me feel cool. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Check the YouTube tutorials. I'll put a couple in the links on the blog here so that you can watch them for yourself. And yeah, let me know what your results are and if you guys have any luck with it. Bye.